This is Amanda. I'm an acupuncturist in Sunnyvale, California. I have been practicing Chinese medicine for 3 years in my private clinic. Prior to that, I started since 2013, so almost like 8 years, 9 years time frame.
What was most frustrating for you because you were part of our consistent patients makeover mentorship for introverts first, and then continued on in our Introverted Visionaries mastermind. So what was most frustrating for you before the consistent patients makeover mentorship for introverts?
First, I started my practice with my mentors in my mentor's clinic, seeing patients with him. And then gradually he's out of town a lot to China. And then I'm seeing patients myself, but then so little people know me. So I usually have fewer patients than I can.
And this is your second career for you, right? What did you used to do before?
Oh, software engineer, I was. Corporate work is more like scheduled. You know what products you're developing. Everything's planned out for you pretty much. And you are one little part in that big machine. And around the time I seriously considered switching to medical field is my own health, my family members' health. My dad had a cancer, so I started to research about it. And I found Chinese medicine is often underlooked. There are many solutions for not just disease treating. There are also how you take care of your own health. A lot of wisdom's been really underlooked.
Awesome. So back then you weren't getting as many patients as you would have liked. So how did you feel about that?
My passion is to help more patients, help more people, and end up sitting in an empty office. That's not good. I started searching online and trying to see if there's marketing help. But in general, there are all marketing help that's more for small businesses. Say they can help certain degree, but not to the point that what you offer as for holistic practices. So that's really eye-catching for me. And I look at the introvert title. It's like a really like I am introvert. So.
As you were deciding whether or not to be a part of the consistent patients makeover mentorship for introverts, any hesitation?
Not really. I think I called Ryan first time and then signed up right at the first call.
What's changed for you that you're really excited about?
First of all, I know more about what other people are experiencing. Otherwise, I would be like working alone pretty much, right? And then there are more things that's we know a little bit about, but not systematic, consistently doing. That is at least the first 3 months, my focus was on consistent doing the things that should be good for our practices.
And how did that affect your practice?
The month I joined was last August. It was still slow COVID time. And my previous 2-3 months was low thousands. And then the first month doubled, the second month also doubled. And to the end of like 2020, close to 6 figures.
Awesome. How did you feel about that?
It's just amazing. Yeah.
What kind of services do you offer as part of your practice?
We offer acupuncture and herbal consult, and I have a herbal pharmacy too.
What do you charge for your consults?
Right now, $60 per visit. And acupuncture is $120.
You're referring to 60 with the herbal consults, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then they also get acupuncture often in addition.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What was it like to have the templates and scripts?
Wow, it's like huge time saver and also clearer clarification on what we should get the message across. Sometimes it's helping people. Their question often is, oh, do you take insurance or how much do you charge? But then we would really go towards the direction to help them, to answer their questions, to let them ask what their issue is, right?
What did you enjoy most about the consistent patients makeover mentorship for introverts?
The pace. It's always have something on top of your mind that's your priority, and you keep working on every week. we had a lot of goal settings and like closed loop, right? Taking the key points and measure them. That's what I get for the first 3 months.
How is this different from business trainings that you've had, for example, during school?
There wasn't no business training. Chinese medicine professional school doesn't teach that. So this really is somewhere it's lacking in the formal education.
What was it like to come out and practice compared to what you thought it would be like?
I didn't have set goals, actually. I was trying to follow the steps of my mentors, but they built a practice over 20 years. So initially, I kind of really think this is the way, the slower way, by people referrals, patients referrals. But then COVID is a kind of sudden disruption because we used to have more patients than the 2020. So it's the time I wanted to help more people because I was originally from Wuhan, and we were treating people remotely by prescribing herbs. But then very few people know us here in US. We were helping people more in China, actually. So that's how I wanted to speed up this process to get the words out.
What would you say, what was it like to be a part of this mentorship with other practitioners?
It's totally like a big team. It's like we all in this common goal, a lot of practitioners are acupuncturists, so we talk a lot about similar situations or the topics or the fields, specialties. We all have lots to share. That's great.
What advice would you have for someone who's going off on their own in practice?
I would say set bolder goal. You can achieve a lot. If you can think about it, you can do it.
And what made you decide to, after the Consistent Patients Makeover Mentorship for Introverts, then take the leap into our Introverted Visionaries Mastermind?
At the beginning, I was trying to give myself a break. After 3 months, I said, oh, I might need some time to digest the curriculum and trying to do it by myself, all that. And then I changed my mind, talked to Chen and trying to see, oh, what do I need to have the leap to be more confident and be more out there? And there was this speaker mentorship. That's really what I should be focusing on. So I just took that leap of faith and I really liked it. Ever since then, I started that mentorship in January 2021. So after that, I booked my first talk. I had talked before in front of practitioners, in front of patients. I'm attracting more people just by asking me opinion on all the topics I touched. So I feel really great about it.
Awesome. Tell everyone about the different topics you've been speaking on.
My main focus is on women's health, fertility, and also I would touch on seasonal problems like right now the allergy and pain treatment, digestive issues, weight control. Yes, those are most.
Wonderful. What have you enjoyed most about the Introverted Visionaries Mastermind experience?
I would say the great support Chen's team gave us. That we have templates, we have written materials, we also have calls, we have one-to-one, like the quantum shift sessions with Jennifer. It's more soft side. It's not like hard, like it's more adaptive to our personal needs and questions. It's a wonderful experience.
What's changed for you in your practice since you started the mastermind?
I always kind of worked alone, and ever since then I learned how to hire, and I did hire a practitioner this year, and later on I probably will hire a receptionist admin. So I feel the clinic is taking on a shape of a more formal business. Yeah, I haven't been thought I can do that in a few months.
Yes, it's really exciting. Tell everybody about your vision.
I personally am working on trying to get a information system to gather case studies for mostly herbal treatment case studies for practitioners. So it can be used by other acupuncturists too. If they don't have their pharmacy, they can order herbal products for their patients. I see efficiency in this kind of service, and also for patients to find the good herbalist near you. You would be able to search the past feedbacks, not just a 5-star review, but more on what exactly they treated and the products they used. It's more open and transparent. It's good for everybody.
What got you so interested in herbs?
My family is from Sichuan originally. Sichuan is a province that has a lot of herbs. My grandma actually worked as a midwife, so she had been treating patients with herbs too. So kind of influence from family, I would say.
And what would you say, if you knew then what you know now, what advice would you give?
Oh, I would have started earlier.
What would you say to someone who might be on the fence?
Definitely go for it.
Any other words of wisdom?
We should all work towards a goal that make the holistic practice more mainstream, more known by people as a first line support for their health.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us today, Amanda, and sharing your journey and your vision. I'm super excited about your bringing that to fruition.
Thank you so much, Chen. Thank you.
And for those of you who are in a place where you are feeling like you're at a plateau and you just know you're capable of so much more, you feel like maybe there's a dip in income and you'd really like to see more patients, or you already flat out and you can't see this going on much longer, then feel free to book in with us. Go to introvertedvisionary.com, book a free chat with us, and happy to see how we can help you further.